Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Past Lives. And this movie came out in 2023, and it's an A24 movie, and that's what originally made me want to see it. And then it was nominated for some Oscars, and that also made me want to go see it. And I thought this movie was really great, and it was nice and simple. And one of my favorite things about the movie is that it's very well shot. The vast majority of it, like 99% of it, is very well shot. That was something that I was not expecting, and I got it, and I was impressed. I mean, I was expecting something unique from this movie because it's A24. They usually have movies that I would consider to be unique and different and appealing to me. That's normally what I get from them, and I'll get into more detail as to what I got out of it later, obviously. But right now, I also kind of want to focus on the characters. And I think they're well established, and they're also very likable. And early on, we see our one of two main characters' mom. And her mom is talking to one of the characters about a boy that she liked. And they were kind of discussing to each other, do you like him? Do you want to go out with him? And she was like, yes. And then we see them going out with each other and just having fun. And I liked that scene a lot. And I was also happy that it wasn't like a typical don't get too attached because we're moving soon, and not like beating you over the head with like what's eventually going to happen. And it's approached in a way that like, at least I have this girl, she sees a boy, let her be happy with what time she has left in Korea before they eventually move. And that's something that I really appreciated. And there's really likable characters throughout the film, and it doesn't fall into any stereotypes, and it stays consistently interesting. And I'm always curious as to where these characters are in life, and you see them meet up at certain points, and we start out at the beginning of the movie, and they're like 10 years old, and then 12 years go by, and they find each other through the internet, and like they start FaceTiming one another, and then some things happen from there, and then they meet up again 12 years later, like in person. And I don't think that's really spoiling the movie, because there isn't really too much to spoil about this movie, except for, like, I guess the ending and a couple other things. But this movie just stays away from cliches and has a good understanding of what its characters would do in any given situation. And that's what I like. They don't fall into cliches or stereotypes, and they're not just like, oh, I like them because they don't fall into this category. It's also, I like them because there are also likable characters independently of all these things that I've just mentioned. The reunion scenes, I think, are really great, and I love that the movie wastes zero time. It, like, flies by. I'm not saying it's like a super fast-paced movie like an action movie. Like, it feels the runtime in a way, but in a way that's natural. Like, natural time is being progressed, and we don't really want it to go fast because we want these conversations to last as long as they can, because we just like these characters so much. There was also some clever reincorporation in this movie that I was not expecting, and that caught me off guard a little bit. There was also some great usage of lighting in certain scenes, which I also really appreciated. Also caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting it. But they really put a lot of thought into the filmmaking in this movie. And I love that because most movies don't do that. Most movies, it's just like, oh, the writing and the characters and the performances, and not much else matters. But in this movie, they put additional thought into these other things like lighting and cinematography, and how music is used, and how characters are feeling in certain scenes, and having the music be reflected on what they're feeling through the score. And I thought that was something that worked very well. And as for issues, my only issues were like there was a little bit of a lack of subtlety at a couple points, and I felt that that could have been improved on just a little bit. Just like a few things could have been just taken out, just a couple tiny lines or things that could have just been taken out, and the movie would have been just a tad bit better for me. And there was also a couple abrupt editing choices, not throughout the film, but just at a couple points. Again, had that not been in the movie, it would have been just a tad bit better for me. But I mainly want to talk about the ending, and the ending to this movie is really what sold me on the idea of wanting to rewatch this movie, not just in general, but also like right now. I want to revisit this movie right now, and I would definitely check this movie out again to see what else I could pick up on and experience emotions while watching it. And this is a movie that really got me emotionally involved at certain scenes. And that's about all I have to say about Past Lives. It was great. It has great characters, great music. The movie looks very nice, and all in all, it's a really great movie. I hope it wins some Oscars because I do think that they are deserved. So definitely check this movie out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Past Lives a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Past Lives, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Maestro. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.